Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. I wanted to do another update video because I just took a look at the chart again, and a few hours ago I did another update video when we did the breakout here, and it seems like we are securing our space above that breakout area, above that diagonal resistance line, and that is really good news. We've seen here before that we have come from this sort of bull flag formation. It looked to me like, and it probably was, I mean, we were trading towards this apex here of this descending triangle, bearish pattern generally, but of course they can also break out to the upside, and seems to be what has happened, even though normally they would break to the downside. But as we know, in trading nothing is guaranteed with these prices, especially with crypto, nothing is guaranteed, so it seems to play out positively. What we can see now is that we've broken out here, so that's fantastic, and we can clearly see that that was a valid pattern. And why can we see that? Well, we can clearly see that because first of all we had 3 touches here at the upper end, 4 actually, and then we did the breakout exactly through that line, so huge candle. Looked to me like it was something like a trap actually initially, because we saw that huge movement here. You see that red candle as well by the sellers, so the sellers were quite strong, but then it seems like we've now secured our space above that diagonal support line, and it is a valid pattern also because you can see that we just touched it again and bounced off that. So it's a valid resistance line, which has now been flipped, as it seems, at least on the hourly chart, to a support line. Now let's take a quick look what the 4-hour chart does, but before we do that, we're now above all moving averages again on the hourly, so that is fantastic. And let's take a look what are the indicators telling us something. Well, we can see here that the stochastic is going up again, so it didn't actually move on the hourly all the way down to below 20. No, we seem to be in an uptrend, in a trend. Then what we can see, the MACD doesn't seem to, it seems to be bullish at the moment, and the RSI on the hourly is going up as well. All of that, in my opinion, good signs. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, and here we can see something very nice, because on the 4-hour chart it seems like we have broken this negative move on the RSI, so we have seen lower lows, but it seems like that we've now broken this trend line. You can see that here we're coming through now. So that looks good to me. I mean, to be fair, I probably need to move that line a little bit over so that we don't mess it up here. And however, if we just touch the tops, we can clearly see we are breaking out to the upside there, which is nice. We are in bullish territory on the RSI again. We're above 50, so we briefly dropped below 50 today. But if we're above 50, that generally means rather bullish. And also on the MACD, on the 4-hour chart, we are making a first of all, the MACD line has crossed the 0 line to the upside, and also we are making that bullish cross here where the MACD line crosses above the indicator line, and also here the stochastic is going up as well into the above 80 area, which is bullish as well. And on the 4-hour chart we can see as well that that level above that line was tested successfully. So in my opinion, it's all looking good at the moment, because that move to the upside has really helped us. Now, however, what you can see as well, that there is still uncertainty in the market. It's not just going up like, just straight through that resistance zone here, because we can see that we had attempted that. We have attempted to get above the 285 level, and I talked about that earlier, that the 285 is really a critical level. Now we've attempted that here, you can see that, and we've broken down again. And you can clearly see that because the shadow, the upper shadow here of the wick is, the upper shadow of the candle is very, very long, yeah? So there was a lot of rejection here of the sellers, by the sellers. So it won't be easy to get above that level. There is still uncertainty in the market. It's not like everything's turning bullish again, but certainly it's a good move that we've broken about that descending triangle. So for now, I think that risk that we drop below 270 is at least lower, so that's a good sign. Can we see anything on the daily? On the daily, yeah, it would be good if we can close that candle above that triangle. That'd be good. That'd be really good. because we just need to close that. I mean, the day isn't over yet, so we just need to wait if that happens, and then hopefully we can see a more positive move on these indicators and oscillators on the daily as well. Now that move I think was fueled by Bitcoin. We see that Bitcoin traded in a very similar formation here, and we talked about that today, broken to the upside as well. Now here on the hourly, the 200-day moving average was tested and acted as support, so that seems all good as well. Let's take a quick look on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. Also here we can see that that diagonal, formerly resistance line, is now support. We are now again on the 4-hour chart above all 20 and 50 and 200 moving averages. And what does the daily do? On the daily, I believe we also need to see that we now close above that resistance line. I mean, to be honest, it still doesn't look very bullish because we haven't made new highs yet, but at least we're not trading in that descending triangle anymore, which is rather bearish. So that is good. Well, that descending triangle was bearish, so it is good that we are now above it. Let's see how that plays out. Certainly that risk that we were dropping, because we were really moving very close to the horizontal support line here, which then indicates rather that, yeah, we could see that break to the downside. And I actually expected that, but it's a good sign that we are not getting there. So that brings us closer to $3 for Cardano. All right, hopefully you appreciated that update. If you liked it, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.